Tragic death of a retired IRS officer, a former chief commissioner of income tax in Kasauli in Himachal Pradesh, has created headlines after it was reported that Mr Luthra, who was 74, was denied treatment at the military hospital in the hill station. The Himachal Pradesh government has ordered an inquiry. Army sources insist there was a communication gap when Mr Luthra was brought to the hospital. Well, joining us now, Mr Luthra's daughter, Roshni. Thank you so much for agreeing to speak to us, and our sincere condolences for the loss of your father. What exactly happened?
Thank you. My father had gone to Kasauli on Sunday for the Kasauli club meeting, and as the meeting finished and he was driving back to Chandigarh, he realized he had left his mobile. So he parked the car because of the excessive traffic. He parked the car near the church or a bit below, and he walked up. He got his mobile from the club, and as he was walking down near the church, he slipped. The passerby, there was a tourist and a taxi driver, found him lying on the floor. They rushed with him to the MH hospital. They said it clearly in the video that he was breathing. And when they took him to MH hospital, they denied him, what do I say, entry. Or he entered, they denied looking after him. And they told the people that take him to the government hospital. We will not treat him because he's a civilian. The people then, the good driver and the tourist, instead of just abandoning my father there, they took him to the government hospital, where on a Sunday there is no doctor, only a nurse. The nurse, realizing that my father is seriously in danger, called up the doctor, but was trying to do the remedies on the phone with the doctor. Then she realized it's not in her hands. So then she said, there is no doctor today. Please take him to the hospital in Dharampur. Because of the traffic, the ambulance took a long time to come from Dharampur to the government hospital, and my father was declared dead.
I'm so sorry, Roshni, and our sincere condolences to you at this. Now, we did reach out to the army. They insist that there is no question of the army not being willing to help. And they said that there was no message to indicate that this was a medical emergency given at the gate. Is that also something, Roshni, that you heard, that perhaps the message given at the gate was not that your father was critically ill at that stage? Could that have been a communication misunderstanding?
The video which is being circulated and what I have heard from people, they rushed to the hospital because MH hospital was the closest, and they said that there's a senior citizen, unka life danger mein hai, please help him. They said, no, hum civilian ko nahi lete. We do not take civilians. I don't see, because it was not a relative, there was nobody who had a hidden agenda that these people should lie. We got to know this from the civilians who are saying it. So there is no so-called ulterior motive of anybody to lie.
Sure.
We were not there. The family was not there. We have also got to know the truth from the local people who saw all this happening.
Yeah.
And as a family member, I want to tell you, I've lost my father. But the thought that there was a chance, because the hospital was so clear, so close, that they could have saved him, he had even an iota of chance of surviving, makes his death even more miserable.
Roshni, look, I'm so sorry that you're going through what you are now, and you've lost your father. Our sincere condolences once again, and thank you very much for having the courage to come forward and talk to us at this situation. Thank you so much indeed.